It's the NBA on 2K Sports. You're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And here we can check out the story for James Harden.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks. At one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Then it's Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Hey, Clark, when you're on the road, what are some things that help bring teams, closer together?
Well, one of the common things for all people is food. So gathering for dinner as teammates is one of those ways you can bond. Maybe taking in a movie, perhaps a comedy show. Anything that can lighten the pressure of what goes on the court so that you get a chance to know each other as more than just teammates.
Now here's Powell. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Powell dishes to Harden. Zubac, a screen on Irving. The 3 from Harden. They grab their own miss. Jones for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. Outside Irving. Zubac against Lively. Irving looking for an opening. Out to Thompson. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. Our coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thank you, David. And a wide-open look for Irving. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Count it.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Harden the pass to Dunn. Jones kicks to Powell. Inside. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now, here is Irving. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Powell. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. Another one falls for the Clippers. Mavericks trail by 3. Now Irving. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Grimes. Dunn covering. Lively's shot is off. Clippers leading by 3. Dunn kicks to Harden. To the paint. Here's Powell. Zubac the pass to Powell. Back to Zubac. Dunn with it. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Thompson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Clippers. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your hot squad. Whichever section is allowed is going to...
And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Fourth, James Harden.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Thompson against Powell. Outside Irving. Lively sends a screen for Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. They could use a bucket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubac.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, lively, elite in all 3 categories.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Harden. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Denver. To the middle. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Harden's got 10.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Irving against Harden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Free throw, good, Irving. Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special. I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Outside Irving. Lively a screen on dime. Grimes A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Done outside. Irving against Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 12 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Marshall. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Bamba is checked in for the Clippers. That one misses. Clippers leading by 7. Done with it. He has 5. The shot that time not on target. Out to the right wing. Grimes passes to Lively. And he drops it in from the low post.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. And here is Marshall. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Back to Irving from deep three-point land. And Bamba pulls it down.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Those three-pointers off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Harden outside. Harden draws the double. To the inside. And the dunk by Bamba.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Irving after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to Grimes. Overdone. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Outside, Batum. Mavericks with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look for the Clippers. Garrett Jones, he's checked in for Batum. Man comes in for Chris Dunn. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for James Harden. Powell against Thompson. Bamba a screen on Thompson. Here's Powell. And the rejection by Gafford. Now here's Hardy. Defended by man. Three-pointer. Hardy, no good. Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Porter. Jones with the screen on Dinwiddie. Porter kicks to Jones. Shoots. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Porter looking it over. Bamba a screen on Dinwiddie. And Porter, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Thompson with the bucket.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
Here's man. No scoring in this one. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. 5th, the Mavericks.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. And so he hits both. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie against Porter. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Washington inside. Defended by man. Washington sets the pick for Dinwiddie. Batum grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Porter against Washington. Man, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from man. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dinwiddie against Porter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Inside. Here's Washington. Goes back up. Gets it off, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Los Angeles on top, up by 9. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Los Angeles leading by 9. So with Irving on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. He is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
It's Porter outside. Rebounded by Gafford.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Dinwiddie. Clipper shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Now, here's Bamba. Back to Porter. To the paint. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Dinwiddie against Porter. Pass to Hardy. The tray. Another 3 for Dallas.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Dinwiddie against Porter. To the middle. Trying to find man and gets it to him. That one good for 2.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the two-man game there.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 20 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bamba's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones kicks to Porter. Back to Jones. Man in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Hardy. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead. Now here's Hardy. Defense right on him. Screen by Gafford. Down low. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Jones up top. Back to Porter. Jones with the screen on Dinwiddie. Porter, no luck. Mavericks trail by 5. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Free throw good. Hardy for the Clippers. Jones comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Jones. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And, you know, Batum is really good at sharing the ball. An unselfish guy, who does a lot of winning things.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here now is Dinwiddie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And they are in the top 10 in their ability to get on the glass. They have athletes willing to do the dirty work.
And looking again at their steals, they put aggressive defense right at the center of what they do. Their goal all season has been to make opponents as uncomfortable, Greg, as possible. He misses the free throw. Bamba is checked in for the Clippers. And the second free throw, good. Here is Porter. They get the rebound. Pass to man. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Mavericks trail by 7. Now Dinwiddie. Here's Prosper. Back to Dinwiddie. Screen by Kleba. Dinwiddie passes to Kleba. Now here's Hardy. Shoots over man. Hardy, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Man. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Fourth, the Clippers.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Bamba. And it's James Harden in for Amir Coffey. Kleba with a screen on Harden. To the paint. And Kleba slams it in.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Batum passes to Man. The three from Harden. And Irving pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Irving's got 9.
They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Okay, now, friends, let's see you get up and get ready for your defense crew.
A different look for Dallas. Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Hardy. Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Chris Dunn comes in for Porter. Clippers leading by 4. Harden outside. To the inside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Kleba to the middle. Here's Irving. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Powell. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. And Clark, while he might be someone who doesn't stand out, Maxi Kleba is vital for this team.
You know, Kleba usually averages in the single-digit scoring, but he's a 6'10 floor spacer, which puts a lot of pressure on the opposing defense. He plays a lot of the 5, and he more than holds his own defensively. He's a nice rotational player.
And here's Harden, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Harden's shot is good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Gas to grind. Back to Irving. Lively a screen on Harden. Irving from long range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here's Irving. James Harden picking up that last basket. Dallas moving the ball around. Kleba against Batum. Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Kleba, count it, good. Kleba's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
We got free t-shirts heading your way, fans.
PJ Washington, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jones checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. Dunn kicks to Harden. Now here's Powell. Guarded closer. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Lively. Powell with the steal. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thompson outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Dunn. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Powell. Zubac with it. Lively defending. Zubac the pass to Harden. 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point land. And they'll get another chance. Jones with the screen on Irving. The 3 from Harden. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Climbing the ladder, going upstairs. Lively, he doesn't have to go far to flush it.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. LA's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now, here is Harden. He's got 20. Jones from outside hits the 3-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Nice find right there from Harden. Excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Pass to Washington. Irving sets a screen for Washington. Launches a three. Powell pulls it in. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Now Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
Good on the second free throw.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lively a screen on Harden. Irving for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Harden, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, how about this factoid? James Harden drawing another foul. And in other news, water is wet, too.
The Clippers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Free throw drops for Harden.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And both free throws good for James Harden. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Grimes. Harden against Irving. Misses off the right iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Harden. Jones, no one around him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. And so we wrap up the first half. The Clippers on top. They ordered with a massive 16-7 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Zoo, facing a stout defense like this, what do you guys need to do to be effective?
You know, we look to play in a fast pace, run the floor, run pick and roll, hard defense, and, you know, we're playing good defense so far.
And the results speak for themselves with that. Thanks very much, man. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
It took you too long.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
Even though the team has called him their point guard, James Harden is first and foremost paid to fill it up. He's a great passer, don't get me wrong, but as a scorer, he can be unstoppable.
That's what the first half was all about, him taking them behind the woodshed.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Now here's Powell. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. 6 to shoot. And here's Harden for 3. Another shot. Kicks it out to Jones. Kept alive. Pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Powell. Lock at 6. Over Thompson. That one wide left.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thompson's got the first points of the second half here for Dallas.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Irving against Harden. Pass to Thompson. Wants to get into Lively and does. Over to the left wing. Shot by Grimes. No good. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Dunn passes to Harden. Back to Dunn. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dunn's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And over the last few years, we've seen Harden embrace the mid-range jumper, and it is paying dividends.
Irving passes to Grimes. Back to Irving. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Irving against Harden.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Irving with it. He's got 12. Another miss by Irving.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Down low, here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Irving. The Clippers getting the bucket. Good.
Yeah, this part of the game is coming back for Kyrie. It's always been there, but he's showing more of it now.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 27. Pass to Powell. Harden looking it over. Kicks it out to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 8 feet away. Dunn misses. Mavericks trail by 15. Grimes passes to Irving. In the corner, Lively with it. Thompson from long range. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Got that one up quick. Harden's got 30.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Powell with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Jones slams it in.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
Thompson outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Washington. They need this, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, Washington, a very capable shooter now. What I like about him is he takes good shots.
Clippers leading by 20. Outside, Jones. Back to Harden. Takes the 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. And for the Mavericks, their shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Hardy, he's checked in for Dallas. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in for Chris Dunn. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for James Harden. Out to Thompson. Lively inside. Zubac defending. And here's Washington outside. Good on the triple. Washington's got 5 points now this quarter.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
On the wing, Mann. 10 points for him. Porter against Dinwiddie. Porter passes to Mann. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it. It's rebounded by Dallas. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Powell. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Norman Powell is second.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Batum's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 17. And here is Powell. He has 6. Pass to Mann. Back to Powell. There's a good screen. The 3. Rebounded by Hardy.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And here's Thompson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Powell, the pass to Zubats, trying to end the drought. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Porter with the steal. Mann in the corner. It's good from long range. Mann's got 13 points.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Hardy. He has 7, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. How last month turned out for him. Getting around 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
And that one misses. Hamid Bamba, he's checked in for Zubats. So we can't get either to fall. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, Porter, 11 feet away. That one goes. Count it. Porter's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Good to see KPJ not afraid of that mid-range. Hitting those can really open up other parts of your game.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Now Marshall, out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Hardy. Defended by Mann. And that one's good. Hardy.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Powell. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Marshall kicks to Thompson. It's deflected. Porter against Dinwiddie. Porter passes to Mann. Thompson comes with the double team. Mann with it. He's got 13. Outside, Batum hands it from downtown. Batum's got 5 points so far.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks them down in bunches.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Dinwiddie passes to Hardy. Dinwiddie against Bamba. Shoots from 8. And too long on the shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Hardy. 9 points in the game so far. Thompson for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Pass to Powell. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Thompson And that one hits back iron. Los Angeles leading by 22. Now here's Batum. He has 5. Man in the corner. Powell for 3. The putback, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Daniel Gafford is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Hardy. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Coffee passes to Bamba. Here's Coffee. Pass to Man. Second chance shot, and Coffee gets it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Marshall. Now here's Hardy. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Hardy's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
To the inside, and he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Gafford kicks to Marshall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Hardy. Dinwiddie against Porter. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Los Angeles. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Bamba with it. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Hardy. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
So it's the Clippers now. The Mavericks making the shot. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Man, the teardrop falls in. And the Clippers lead by 20.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to Kleber. Here's Hardy, defended by Man. Lets it go with the 3. Hardy, no good. Los Angeles leading by 20. Bamba inside. Gafford's there. Batum sets a screen for Porter. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
The first one falls.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Clippers leading by 18. And here's Porter from outside the arc. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Hey, right here.
Here's Hardy. Outside Irving. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And so Irving nails both of them. Clippers leading by 19 points. Powell, the pass to Zubats. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. And finished off by Lively.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
Done outside. Back to Harden. Batum, a screen on Irving from deep Harden. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Kleba kicks to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Kleba, no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Batum sets a screen for Powell. Pass to Batum, 6 to shoot, and they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 19.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Batum feels very comfortable whenever he's rising up from there.
Irving passes to Kleba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First free throw is good. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jones is checked in. Both free throws good for Irving. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half.
A proven scorer. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up the points.
Here's Grimes. Dallas again missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Another guy who can light up the scoreboard. Harden is a stat sheet stuffer.
Irving against Harden. Stolen by Harden. Down low. Here's Dunn. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 9 points for Chris Dunn.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Grimes. Washington with the screen on Dunn. Grimes with the bucket.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Los Angeles leading by 20. Harden the pass to Jones. Back to Harden. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Now, here is Irving. From outside, off the mark.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Irving against Harden. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Harden's got 39.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Now, here is Irving. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 16th rebound on the night. Harden laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 41 points for James Harden.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now, here's Washington. Pass to Thompson from downtown. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Zubats finds Harden over Thompson. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul. Ivica Zubats, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Now, here is Irving. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And haven't done as much damage inside as they did in the first half, but they should not get away from that. They can still put pressure on the D if they pound it inside.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jones checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Brown. And Bones Island subbed in for Amir Coffey. That's good from Lively. Clippers with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Now Porter. Here's the three. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Clippers leading by 22. Highland passes to Jones. Now, man, he's covered by Thompson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Just 5 on the clock. From the top of the key, Batum for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Grimes passes to Irving. Into the lane, over Porter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. To the wing on the left, Highland off target from 3-point range. The Maverick shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Irving misses. The Clippers shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Pass to Highland. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Highland. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
From 15 feet away, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Irving.
Thompson, so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Highland. That one goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Here's Irving after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to Grimes. They get it back, and here is Washington. Here's Grimes. Back to Irving. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
Just every single game I'm trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. You know, I love playing the game of basketball. I love, being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. It takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, James Harden.